Aussie USD, we start with daily chart. We want to analyze the chart for the next week. Okay, as we can see, we have when we were in this move, we say mentioned that we were looking for the up move, and what we want the price to come to this high, and this is what we have get. But now we see whether there is a continuation to break the top or not. Okay, this means we want to see whether we can get. This move can continue or not for the next week. And if I move to forward chart, okay, first of all, we can see. Even in my last video explained, if this one continue similar move, and as we can see based on indicators is losing momentum, may it can give one move down before continuation, and if it give, how deep it can go, whether it can come to this level or not. Okay, but right now we're looking at this, and we consider this is the end of this down move, and this one is may start of the up move, and the price can retest this high. That's why since last weekend the price was within this range, we were looking for buy. But we mentioned we don't have a buy setup. We need to wait for the correction to confirm. Okay. Now, for next week, we want to see whether we can get the buy setup from this or not. Okay. Later, we based on 1 hour chart, we explain. But as I mentioned right now, if this one continue and similar to what we draw here, and based on what we have based on for the the indicators, most may the price can drop. In that case, we will have this one as expanding, change everything. Okay, but now we put as what is we had already. In that case, if we get the question will be whether this one can retest this low, that means we will be within this move or for bigger correction. Okay, now for sure, if we can get the confirmation and that the price can drop, it can give us a really good trade setup. But right now we cannot confirm about that. Still, we're looking for buy for next week. Okay, if we get the buy setup. All right, if you refer to my last video and the price was here, I mentioned that this correction is not finished and we need to wait for then one move down. This is what we get it. But we couldn't get the buy setup within this based on 1 hour chart. As you can see, we have a really sharp move and a small correction. And if next week when the market open, we have this correction. If we want to look for buys near to the top, the price can tag and reverse because we don't know how long we will be within this move. And even based on forward chart, I mentioned if this one continue, mostly we will get the down move. Okay, but right now we cannot talk about the sell because we don't have any confirmation. The only thing is whether when the market open, this one can continue and break this up or not. In this case, first of all, we're looking to see how long we will be within this correction, how complex it will be. The second, if we want to buy when the market open, we see this one how form. If it remain as what is it was a bit bigger with any sharp move, we can take the trade. But if we look for buy, but if we get the trade, when the price tag this one, we have to start to manage it. At least move a stop loss to break even because this one, the gap is very small. That's why we have to wait. And I don't want to call it buy setup. It's not the buy setup. Just when the market, if it confirm, this one can tag the top, we take it. And when the price come to this level, we move our stop loss to break even. If there is a continuation, we keep. If not, then at least if it's reverse, drop, we have our stop already in break even. Anyway, what I want to say is that we have to wait for the next week. If we get the bigger correction here, it can give us better confirmation. And how about if the price sharply break this one? If we get the trade, is good. If we couldn't take the trade, then we wait to break out for next flag for buy. Okay, and the way this one is forming right now doesn't give us any good trade setup that we can really take it. Okay, but see what I was again, I need to mention why this one is not easy to trade, because near to the top. If this one, the flag could happen somewhere lower, it was better for us. But still we can't take it similar to what we have here. There was a sharp move, flag, continue, drop. May this one happen. Even they break the top a bit, move higher and drop. That's why as long as the price break the top, we start to manage. Anyway, we just follow the chart, and when the market open, we see whether we can get the trade buy setup from here or not. And for the sell, we don't have any trade setup. Even the price sharply drop, we cannot sell it. Okay, in this case, When the market open, if I see any update, then I will share on YouTube. Thanks.